Hello, this is Pixel Freak. This is me. This is the way that I look. A quickly approaching middle-aged balding white guy. Who didn't see that coming, right? Seriously. Anyways, I wanted to make this video to have some announcements come out and talk about the new hardware, which clearly I have new hardware. Your new hardware. I got a new webcam. It's a pretty good one. It's a higher end Logitech webcam. I want to start shooting some of these talking head videos, which is what I'm going to address in the second part of this announcement. There's going to be some new content. But first I want to cover up all of the hardware that I've just purchased. So I have this camera. That's a cool piece. I also have a new microphone that's coming very, very shortly. What's that mean? Special guests. Hopefully I'm going to be able to get some more commenters to come in here and talk about some of the games with me. Maybe even my wife has been talking about a game or two, which is kind of cool because she's not really a gamer. She does play Android games on occasion, so it'd be nice to have that different perspective on these things. I'm going to start doing these videos more often, these talking head videos. I guess I'll circle back around to that once I talk about this. I picked up a Samsung Galaxy S4. I've moved to T-Mobile, and in Seattle at least, I've been pretty happy with my service. Some people have said they don't like the T-Mobile service. So far, I've been okay. My wife's been a little bit spotty. I've been happy with that so far. So, new videos getting captured from that thing for sure. That's going to be able to capture better than my Asus Transformer Prime, which is my other capture device. Right now, it's my only capture device because this is replacing my Droid X2, Motorola Droid X2. A sad, sorry son of a bitch of a device that is quickly dying. It's going to become an emulator machine, I think, for me. It's just something that I travel around with just to play games on or something like that. I don't know. I can't capture with it really anymore, and the resolution is just too low to really show anything off on it anyways. So that thing's getting retired. This is new A game right here, and the tablet's going to be as well. I get a lot of questions on, Pixel Freak, what devices do you use? Or Chris, as I am also known, very mysterious individual. My devices are the S4 now. That's what my phone is, and the tablet. Those are the only two things that I'm going to capture video from. Nothing else will get captured from. I do play games on an Nexus 7 as well, and then my old hardware, I'll play games on that on occasion as well. So I think that wraps it up for hardware. New hardware. There's one more thing. Right now I'm in my rec room. You can tell if you can see the background. You can't really because it's all black. And the reason for that is because I've turned the exposure way, way down because I've moved the sun into my rec room here. And I'm slowly melting. It's very hot. It's very bright. I can't see anything. I just see red blotches right now. I'm staring at the camera. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to see after this because that will help with game reviews. But the sun is not helping. Very, very bright light. That's why I'm illuminated. This is not monitor glare. This is the white light that's shining in my face. That'll get balanced a little bit better. Hopefully I'll do some videos in here and you'll see this room a little bit better. But more importantly, my game room that I mentioned in an announcement from probably a couple months ago, that thing's pretty much done. And I'm going to move and do kind of a pseudo studio thing in there where I'm set up and I have my camera on a tripod and the lights are balanced, and we'll see if this thing works out or not. But I want to use that. So we'll see how well that works. I think it'll work pretty cool. That being said, we'll move into the content part of this. So first of all, these videos, I want to start doing these once a week if I can. Not announcements, because I think that's kind of boring and that's very meta, right, of me to do here. So I think what I want to do is start talking about hot topic items in games, and not just Android games. We're talking about the whole of the gaming community. Starting out, my first one, I think I'm going to start one with one that's Android iOS focused, and that's games with in-app purchases, specifically games that you pay for, maybe like $5 or $3, but then have in-app purchases in it on top of that. I kind of want to talk about the ethics of that, how that works, why that is, why people accept that. Just kind of explore some possibilities there. I think about this stuff a lot, and I think that I have some interesting ideas that might sound a little bit egocentric, but because I think about it so much, I really just want to get these ideas out there, talk about it. We can use the comment system on YouTube because that seems to work out a lot, right? We'll see if we don't get it too heated and people don't start telling each other that they can off. We'll see if it actually works. So that's coming. In addition to that, I really would like to step up the amount of content that I'm providing. Right now, for the last couple weeks, I've been doing pretty close to about a video a day, but that's including the walkthrough pieces. Including those walkthrough pieces, I think I want to average one piece a day, and I think I want to slow down the walkthrough pieces and increase the diverse gameplays that I'm doing. The walkthrough, I've been trying really hard to get that Final Fantasy Dimensions walkthrough done. That thing has just been going on for way, way too long. I'm so sick of playing that game now. I just want to get to the end of it and just call this walkthrough done. I'm still going to do more walkthroughs because they tend to do pretty well. People tend to like them. So I'm going to keep doing those, but they might get scaled down just a little bit to make room for some of these other content types. The talking head videos, which I want to do one a week of. And I also want to come out with a new series. I think I'm going to call it Pixel Freak Plays Shitty Games. And there's a reason that I want to play shitty games. For one, that sounds freaking hilarious. I think that it'd be great to play bad games and just make fun of them, talk about why their gameplay mechanics don't work, but also just poke fun at them and laugh. I feel bad for the developers, but if you develop a game that sucks so bad that someone would think that they're going to be funny by playing it, you deserve to be made fun of. So that's coming. It might be called something else, but that is coming. I'm also announcing today a change that I'm no longer going to do official reviews of pay-to-win games. So this is games like what Gameville or Glue Mobile releases. And the reason I'm not going to do reviews of these games anymore is because I'm just frustrated with these games. For one, I don't ever finish them. I've never finished. I think I finished one. I finished Samurais vs. Zombies, the first one. And that was only because I started doing a walkthrough for it and it was doing well. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just go through the whole game. Not only that, but that was kind of earlier on when these pay-to-win models weren't so severe. Now, if you want to get through a pay-to-win game, it's going to cost you about $20. And those games aren't even as good as the ones that cost you $5 out of the gate. And the reason, well, I'm not going to get into the reasons because I can cover that in one of my talking head videos. There's a reason that it costs so much to finish a game that's pay to win. And usually those games have worse endings. They're worse experiences overall. So I'm already clearly fired up about that. I want to cover these games because these games, I still play them. I only play them for a few hours and then give them up usually by the time I hit the paywall. So I still want to cover them. They're very popular games, and I'm sure there's a lot of you that still want to see those. They're not going to get a review anymore because I don't think it's fair to the games that are good, well-balanced games that are costing $5 or whatever the price is, to pair them up and give them a score and say, well, that one is an 82, but this freemium one, it's an 81. So for 1 point less, you can play it for free. It doesn't compare that way. That's not how games are. I compare games that are similar in nature, and I think because of that, the pay-to-win games, they've just got to go as far as review scores are considered. I really want to talk about them in the future with first look videos and gameplay demos to talk more about their pay models, and I think that's kind of that's the good part about those videos. That's the informing piece that helps all the viewers out there is to show them the game, show you guys the game, and say this is what you can plan on paying for, and this is about how long you're going to be able to play until you're paying for the game. So those are sticking around. There'll probably be a decent amount more of those now because in the past I've skipped a lot of games that were pay to win just because they were pay to win, and now I'd still like to show some of those games off. So that's coming. So that covers, let's see, the change in that, the new content, talking head videos. I'm hopefully moving into a studio. I think that's it. We've done it. We've made the first talking head video. The next one hopefully will be coming out this weekend, so look out for that. We're going to be talking about as I mentioned before, paid games with in-app purchases in them. I think the week after, I think I want to address feminism in video games, because that's something that I've been just reading a ton about, watching a lot of YouTube videos, and just seeing what people say. Anita Sarkeesian is the one who really brought this to the forefront. I think there's a lot of people that kind of just jumped on the bandwagon and haven't really thought this thing through, exactly all the implications of what's going on, and exactly what the arguments are. When I watched her videos, they're decent. They're decent videos. She's got some good ideas. I really think that there is a problem with sexism in video games, but I don't think that the arguments that are being made right now are the right arguments. Definitely, I'm taking somewhat of a give and take position. I'm in both camps, so I guarantee you when I do that talking head video, I'm going to piss off everybody. That should be a really fun one to watch the comments on. So look forward to those videos. Look forward to all the new videos that are coming out. Hopefully I'll get tons more like this with me, and you can see me more often in my gloriousness, my white glorious baldness. So that'll be fun. Anyways, make sure to comment on all this stuff that I've said. Oh, I should mention one more thing. Steam games. I covered my first Steam game, Beat Buddy. I thought it went pretty well. I enjoyed the game. I gave it a score. It's got a review now. It did okay as far as the channel is concerned. The problem is that a lot of the viewership out there, a lot of you guys that are watching this video, you are expecting Android games. And so when you see something that's for a Steam game, you might not want to click it quite so quick. Not only that, the Beat Buddy was a game that was already covered pretty well as far as YouTube, so people that were looking for Beat Buddy weren't necessarily finding that video, so the video ended up only doing okay. I'm doing more of those, and I'm going to do them a little bit earlier before they release. That is going to be coming up in the very near future. I'm going to continue doing those videos. Those will be part of the 3 or so reviews a week that I do, so look out for those. Let's wrap this thing up now. I definitely leave a comment here if you want to say something about the direction that things are going in. I'm always open to feedback and constructive criticism. In fact, I make a lot of the changes to this channel based on those comments. Like the video if you liked it. If you didn't like it, run into a brick wall. Until next time, this has been Pixel Freak.